I'm Canadian, and I'm here to screw up your dinner. You're going to hate me, I'm sure. But basically, the only person I want to really hate me to the end of this is Manu. So apologize if I say anything that's kind of going to... I'm going to try to do it. Anyway, I'll admit I'm not exactly sure why I was actually asked to give a speech on Manuel.
You're a journalist.
I think I only saw the movie once when I was young, and while it moved me in peculiar and strangely wonderful ways, I'm far from what you would call an expert on porn. But I'm always up for a challenge, and I did my homework. I don't know if you know, but the internet is a wonderful, wonderful place. You can find anything on there. So, without further ado, Emmanuel was a French soft porn movie, first released in 1974, that went on to spawn a series of erotic movies based on the same name. The name Emmanuel, in fact, has gone on to be a byword for erotic film. Arturo, cue.
Oh my cue. Hey, we're talking. It's not Emmanuel, it's Manuel, you pervert.
Sorry?
Manuel.
Oh my God. Someone just throw something at me?
Not a bro.
Manuel, not Emmanuel. This is not the Latvian porn festival? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I really, truly am sorry. I seem to be at the wrong gig tonight. And actually, it makes me very happy because I saw all those pictures of these two outside. And I was like, look, Latvian porn festival, and these two guys' photos everywhere. Oh my God. Well, I've got something here. I've got something here. I'm sure I can deal with this. It gets worse. It gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I have it. Manuel Ludwig Kessler was born the world's first all-white African-American male on April 14th, 1980, much to the bewilderment of his parents, Ludwig and Sylvia. Manu's first words, not mama or papa, uttered to his father were, "Yo, G, what's up?" And if you look around here tonight, you see all his friends and family, and you might find it hard to believe that he actually grew up quite lonely. He was quite a lonely kid. In fact, he learned to swim from a dog. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Probably one of his best stories ever. A dog, his pet dog, maybe it was a stray, I don't know, taught him how to swim. So when he was young, and he thought everybody else, everyone around here on these tables, this is how he thought people swam. Until someone pointed out, no, you put a little bit more effort into it. So it also explains the ring of warm yellow water around him when he swims. Too soon? Too soon? Too soon. Anyway, a natural athlete, Manu quickly grew to love and compete in a variety of sports, in particular basketball. He's quick, agile, and African-American. So it was only natural that he started dreaming of one day playing for his favorite team, the New York Knicks. But sadly, Manu did not grow up to become 6'6", and he soon realized that he wouldn't be able to fulfill his NBA dreams. Instead, he turned to bodybuilding and martial arts, eventually winding up in Thailand, where he enjoyed a brief but explosive career as a kickboxer. There he thrived in his role as a human punching bag. He quickly became known as the Swiss Miss. Not so much for his inability to land a punch, but because his fondness for dressing up in women's clothing and hanging out with the local transgender volleyball team. Oh yeah. Manu eventually returned to Switzerland, minus the ladies' clothing, although his reputation for walking on the wild side continued. After being spotted in numerous Zumba and dance classes at the gym, where he tells everyone he's working out. Howard Price, you too are guilty, my brother. But you gotta give him credit. Manu is in great shape. He's got such big boobs, I thought he had implants. Seriously. And that dance he and Alise did earlier, how crazy was that? And all his idea, mind you. So, it came as quite a surprise to many of us who know Manu that he actually settled down with Alise, who assures me that she is very definitely not transgender. And of course, it was a pleasant surprise. Ask anyone here who knows these two as a couple, and they'll tell you that they're always a pleasure to be around, always fun to be around. There's very little, if any, jealousy between them, largely because Manu has a foolproof tactic to keep that at bay. I remember once I was at a party about 3 years ago with a friend of mine, and he was being a bit too flirtatious with the wife. And Manu just was like, okay, kept his cool and just kind of sauntered over to him and hey, had a little word with him. The conversation kind of went, you know, I've been doing kickboxing and other martial arts for quite a few years now. And my friend's like, uh-huh. And Manu was like, yeah, but it kind of get a bit tiring, all this self-defense stuff. You know, I needed a bigger challenge. And my friend's like, uh-huh. And Manu said, yeah, I kind of started doing Krav Maga. My friend's, Krav Maga? He goes, yeah, it's like, you know, the Israeli military and police force is kind of self-offense. It's basically you beat the crap out of someone so quickly that they don't ever have a chance to hit you. And my friend never spoke to Alise the same way again. But honestly, Manu really does treat his friends like family, which is fantastic until you see how he treats his family. Where's the Badoon chin girl? I love this. Seriously, he does consider all of us as brothers. Tama, me, Carl, Diego, Chris, Sam. What a ridiculous bunch of misfits we are, let's face it. But that just shows you what an eclectic group we are and how basically open-minded and, well, caring he is. He doesn't give a hoop who you are, what you are, anything. If he likes you, if you're good as a person, he'll love you like a brother. Or a sister, I guess. So. And, I mean, let's face it, he's still friends with Carl, even though Carl has publicly stated that he fancies Manu's mother. So, be careful tonight, Mrs. Kessler. And speaking of Mrs. Kessler, she recently provided me with a document that I doubt anyone else here knows exists. It's called the Manuel Kessler Instruction Manual. Basically, Manu 101. So allow me to read some basically do's and don'ts, just to make sure for a smooth evening tonight. You can bring the food out, please. Please, people are hating me. Bring out the food. Okay, whatever you do, never give Manu a lighter, a candle, and a dry Christmas tree. Some people will get it, some people will not. Fire style. At one point tonight, someone here will get kicked out of a bar. It's okay. This happens every time Manu leaves Switzerland. Things will take care of themselves. If he says to you, my car knows its own way home, call a taxi. Something a lot of people don't know about him, he loves onions. So if you can stick some onions in the food tonight, just kidding, he doesn't like onions at all. Manu may insult your beer, but he won't insult your daughter. Okay, insult joke. Inside joke. Insult joke. Let's see. I'm not going to say that one. That's going to get me a big trouble. No, it's nothing. I was just making that up. If he says he'll get you and 6 other people into a sold-out nightclub, believe him, he will. I don't know how he does it. He's a magician. The only thing he loves more than onions is the sound of someone eating potato chips. So just eat away. He loves it. He loves it. And finally, if he invites you on a weekend to Barcelona, do it. You'll be thankful you did. It's almost over. If I could sum up Manu in a single sentence, it would be that he's hard on the outside, but soft on the inside. That's what she said. Honestly, under all that macho exterior, Manu has a big heart, a sharp intellect, and a keen sense of humor. He is loyal to a fault, he tells things like he sees them, and he genuinely cares for the people around him, especially Alise. Manu and Alise, I've enjoyed your company since the first day I met you. I should be able to say this without looking. I've never known you guys as anything but a couple, and a very happy and loving one at that. And I've always been amazed at how warmly you guys have welcomed me, and what incredibly good friends you've been to me over the years. I'm sure that none of this will change now that you're married. You'll just be happier, funnier, better people, let's face it. I'd like to raise a glass. I don't have one, but I'd like to raise a glass to the new couple. I wish you guys nothing but continued health, happiness, and sex. And hot sex. Nothing but hot sex. Forget the happiness and health. Nothing but hot sex for the rest of your life. Congratulations, and from all of us here, thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.